This is the Huth Model 1674 dual-headed expander. And we want to show you a little bit how it operates and some of the things that it can do for you. So we have a 3.5-inch bore cylinder here, which is going to create 25,000 pounds of pressure. And we have a 5-inch bore cylinder here that's going to create 49,000 pounds of pressure. So what you can do with this machine is you can set it up for different size jobs. You can run 1-inch to 3-inch here, and you can set this 5-inch bore up to run 3-inch up to 6-inch ID. This machine comes standard with a 5 horsepower motor, and it's available in 220 volts or more in single and 3-phase, 50 and 60 hertz. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with expanding the smallest size, and then we're going to move into and expand the largest size. So all you have to simply do is take an arbor and attach it to the cylinder. Now both of these cylinders have adjustable collars on them with decals and settings. They have little charts that will show you your common sizes. Basically for this size it's 1.5 to 4-inch ID. And over here where you work with your 3-inch to 6-inch, depending on what tool you put on, you set it at the settings and it'll give you the fractional dimension of the tube you're working with. So for instance, 0 could be let's say 3-inch to 3.5-inch. Now over here I'm setting up for 1-inch. So I put the arbor on, and 1-inch is the only one that needs a little spacer behind it because the base of the tool is so small. And then we take the tool, which is an 8-fingered segment set, and simply slide it over. You want to lubricate this machine where the parts ride, and so that's the face of the collar, in this instance the spacer plate, and then on the angled portion of the arbor. Now by adjusting this collar in or out is how we're going to control how much the material will expand. So for this 1-inch we're going to happen to be right here. So we'll turn the machine on. Now with a 1-inch you can only get certain depths with certain size tooling. Because this tooling, the dimension is so small, we're limited to how far we can go in depth with the tooling so that it doesn't break on us. So this is 1-inch. Notice I'm rotating the tool a little bit because that will keep it round. As your segment sets expand, they leave air gaps between them. That's why you want to rotate and expand to round it out. So that quickly we made a 1-inch slip through. Now we'll move over to the 5-inch cylinder here. And what we're going to do is we're going to expand up to 6-inch. This a little heavier tooling, and it'll just slide right over. Now what I'm taking is I'm taking a piece of 5-inch stainless steel material and I've pre-sized it up to 5.5, and we're going to expand this even farther. Now I have a new machine here, but I also have older tooling from the machine I'm going to use later on here. So we'll put this on. Stainless steel is a little noisy. And it has a memory, so you have to hit it a few times to round it out. But that's 5-inch taken up to 6-inch OD. Very easy to take the tooling on and off the machine. Now, tooling, you can get in a tooling package, or you can purchase it by individual pieces, whatever your needs are. Over here, we have set up the package that we offer with the machine. And this is called the 074 package. It has, for the smaller cylinder, 2 arbors, an 1.5-inch segment set, up to 3-inch ID. This arbor is used with this segment set, this with these three. And then for the large 5-inch bore cylinder, we have the arbor, and we have 6 sets of tooling that will cover the range from 2 7/8 ID to 6-inch ID. And we have a little assortment of O-rings that will come with it for rebuilding your segment sets one time. Also on the machines, what you can do is you can order other tooling that will attach to the machine, and we'll start to talk about that. But here we have a bead flange, or if you want to make a bead and put a hose over it and then clamp it on the back side. We have 45-degree flaring tools that will flare the material, and we have ball joint segment sets that will make male and female balls. Also, we will do custom tooling. So if you have something in particular for your needs, if you call us up and tell us what your requests are, as long as it's feasible, we will go ahead and we will make that tooling for you. So now I want to show you a couple other attachments and an example of a custom tool on the other machine I have set up here. So I want to show you an attachment that could be added to the machine, and this is called a rod bender. This has a different type of arbor that we're going to attach to the machine. And then we have a bending block that simply slides over the top of it. And what we can do with this attachment is we can bend solid rod up to a 1/2 inch in diameter. And by adjusting this collar in or out, it's going to control what kind of an expansion we get. So I place the rod between the bending pins, I expand, there's a slight bend. If I move this collar farther out, we're going to get a deeper bend. It has two little settings in here in the material itself that are grooved in to let you know where 45 and 90 degrees are. But you can bend your rod into various formations. Now you can also, if you just barely set it, if you just want to get a little fancy with it, what you can make cylinder here is a 5-inch segment set by 5 inches deep. On the other machine, our standard tooling for the small cylinder comes at a 2-inch depth, and here it comes in a 3-inch depth. This 5-inch depth is the maximum that we can make a segment set to. So I again have a piece of 5-inch stainless steel, and I'm going to expand it to a 5-inch depth.